Hall has been great to me. I've been getting an opportunity in a team that tries to play football. And a lot of places I've been, I've always been, bounced around and playing sometimes out of position or playing in teams that, just weren't good football teams. So, for me, I think I had to kind of persevere a bit and stay with it. And I finally found a place where, I'm getting the best of both worlds. And I think that's important, and I think I've repaid that faith in terms of how I've played. So I'm just happy that I finally found that opportunity, and I'm happy that I took advantage of it. I've been enjoying my football, and I've been enjoying the city, the club. So like I said, I've been really lucky to find a club like this that kind of sees football the way I see it. I mean, at some point you're gonna have to try something different and test yourself in a new environment, but. If you're talking about right now, I don't think it's, that a necessity. I think the biggest thing for any young player is to improve. I think you have a certain amount of time to kind of learn what you can learn and then, really test yourself. So I think that, for me, is the most important thing that I'm going to be looking at in terms of, what I do next. I don't think that, I'm in any rush to kind of, jump into anything that isn't in my best interest.
Please begin.
Hull was difficult. I mean, I came in there as 19 years old, and as I got there, which I didn't know, the whole city was expecting me to be, the kind of savior of the club, and for me, it was kind of overwhelming. I thought it was a bit much for me at that age to be asked that, but at the end of the day, these things happen, and I think I grew from that. And the positives, I think, just playing against the teams I got to play against, the players I got to play against was amazing, and being able to show that I can play against those players. Obviously, it's a great league to play in, but I also feel that not all the teams there really try to play football, so I think in that sense it's difficult. I think you have to look at the right club that tries to play and that kind of thing. And then in Spain is obviously a very technical league where you have every team that's really trying to play, some better than others. So I think it's, like I said, it's all a matter of what works best for you as a player, and but in terms of going back to one of those places, you never know what the future holds.
Made in America.
I think where I grew up in the Florida area, you have a strong Latin influence. So I was exposed to different ways of playing football, which I think helped me, along the way. I was playing against kids from, South America, European kids, and you kind of see the different ways of playing the game. And I think that helped me as a young kid. I think we're better than what we get credit for. I think, if you look at a lot of players, that play for the States now, they're playing at, some good clubs around the world. And like I said, I think a lot of American players are better than what they get credit for. It's just in terms of, as a team, we haven't always played the most attractive soccer, which I understand. But I think that's always going to be a process because that comes from within, that comes from your culture. And like I said, it's developing and it's getting better. So, I see as the progress is improving greatly, and it's exciting because I think only good things are to come for the American soccer. I think we're really close, and I think everybody senses that. So I think the sense is good, and it can only get better. And I think the manager has a tough job in terms of picking players and also getting the team where he wants it, because it's a big challenge for him. The biggest thing is you have to have a group of guys that are willing to buy in to what the manager is preaching. And if you don't have that, doesn't matter who he is, he's not going to be successful. So, Klinsmann is no different. I think he's a positive guy. He's really energetic, and I think he means well. And at the same time, it's our job as players to give everything you have, whether you like the guy or not, whether you get along with him or not. As professionals, to kind of give in to the plan and try to make it work. And if there are guys that don't believe that, then it's better that they stay away from the team, because you want a group of guys that are going to work for each other, that are going to be together.